Hello, divine beings. Welcome to Friday. Let's talk about the new moon in Cancer. This is going to be a doozy of a new moon. And it's not just because it's in its home sign, Cancer, which can make us feel extra emotional as it is, but because this new moon is squaring with Chiron, and also Chiron is squaring Venus in Cancer. Ooh, we're gonna have to take some deep breaths and do a lot of just healing during this new moon. And I feel like the new cycle that's coming up, what we need to manifest is how to take care of ourselves in a world landscape that might not look like how we want it to. Okay, so we need to manifest self-care and peace and integrity during this time, because there's a lot of upheaval, and I'll show you guys the cards that I pulled in a minute, but I really want to get into all the aspects of this new moon. So first of all, the new moon is coming in at 14 degrees, which is a Taurus degree, okay? Taurus energy, right? It's also exalted when it's in the moon, but it's all about feeling safe and stable and having our needs met. And Cancer energy is very similar, except that it's about caring, okay? Like caring and bringing in that self-care, and also that caring and nurturing to others. So Taurus and Cancer energy are very complementary with each other because it's about comfort and home and feeling safe, right? It's having those, all of your needs met, and sometimes your wants met as well. So what's interesting about this new moon is that the sun and moon, of course, are conjunct, but they're with Venus in Cancer, which is also, very Taurus, right? So this is very much like a Venusian Taurus kind of new moon, if you will. And with that being said, I feel like we're really learning how to love ourselves and take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves and put ourselves first, whereas maybe we were putting other people first, and we're really learning how to draw those boundaries. However, because, moon and sun are squaring Chiron, and Venus also squaring Chiron in Aries, the wounded healer, and might feel a little challenging. I think some people might be trying to push your buttons, trying to push your boundaries, trying to make you feel less than or guilty perhaps for not taking care of them first, when really they should be taking care of themselves. And you're going to see that on a collective level as well, with some of our elders who might not be respectful of the younger generation. So it's all about mutual respect right now. I think that's a theme too, about reciprocity and mutual respect. We didn't have the North Node with Chiron that long ago. It was like, what was that, like a few months ago? So we really have to be aware that the collective is in this healing mode. The collective is taking care of its healing. And when those who are in power, or those who are not in power of themselves right now, are not taking care of their healing, they're going to live through these old themes over and over and over again. And God help them, with Pluto goes back into Capricorn at the very, very end of August, is it's going to be a very rocky road. I also want to note that Mars is still sextiling Saturn. Mars in Taurus sextiling Saturn in Pisces, which is in a retrograde, right? And that means this sun and moon are also sextiling Mars right now in Taurus. So we really feel inspired to move forward in safety. We don't want to feel threatened by people, places, and things that are like implicitly or explicitly trying to harm us or stop us or belittle us from feeling peaceful and safe at this point in our path and our timeline. I also want to note, before we're done here, that Mars sextiling Saturn in Pisces is telling me that a lot of these boundaries are going to be written in stone, whether they're geopolitical, whether they're relationship wise, or it's going to feel very much written in stone. And a lot of karmic contracts right now being created, and people really have to watch out about their actions at this point. All right, let's take a look. We have the Judgment card. The Judgment card, a lot of change coming out of this new moon in Cancer. A lot of evolution, and I feel like this is an evolution of our own self-care and not being codependent and not feeling the need to put others first. Of course, we want to spread love and joy into the world, but we have to take care of ourselves first, right? And then we have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse, which tells me this is not going to be the kind of new moon where it's just like kind of like, oh, that happened and now la-di-da. No, there is something here. There's some door closing with that Mars sextile Saturn, with this new moon, with the sun sextiling Mars in Taurus, and all the Taurus Venusian stuff going on here. Relationships that are no longer feeling healthy or aligned, I think those are pretty much done, and we're learning and we're getting a lot of self-reflection of how to do things a little bit more nurturing for ourselves from now on. Anyways, guys, so I will be back on with the weekend AstroTarot. If you like to book a reading with me, it's sarahashley.astrology.com. I have a special right now for July and August, the Parent-Child Astrology Soul Contract reading. That's on Zoom or pre-recorded. It's 1 hour and it's under monthly specials on my page. And I also do have a spiritual protection workshop coming up on July 11th, which is a Thursday, and it's in the evening. You can sign up under courses on my website. Hope everybody has a happy new moon. Love and light to you. Bye-bye.